What's up guys, First Hand Account here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about shooting an entire roll of film in one day. I did this for the first time the other day. If you guys are new to film or if you've been getting into film photography at all, the first rolls that I've seen people shoot usually last them like months and months and months, and I'm the exact same way. So every single time that I wanted to shoot a film photo instead of a digital photo, and I was really sparse with it and way too careful, and I barely took any photos with it. And that's kind of what I'm talking about today, is shooting an entire roll of film in one session. So for me, shooting an entire roll of film in one day for the first time was a great way for me to learn how to get comfortable with film and not treat it like this sacred object that takes way too much money and way too much time to process. And I feel like people value film a lot, and so they want to make sure that every film shot that they take is, you know, special or something like that. But if you are waiting to take photos all the time, I mean, us as photographers, we know if I waited to take a photo every single time, I'd miss a lot of good photos that I maybe just took in the moment because I liked it or something caught my eye, and later I'll go back to it and I really like that image. So my buddy Levi is moving to Vietnam for an undisclosed amount of time. Really miss you, buddy, and I hope you come back to visit soon. But he is going to teach English in Vietnam and also, you know, take a bunch of photos as well. Levi has an Instagram, which I'll link below, but you'll see it scrolling right here as well. He's a street photographer just like me, and he loves shooting people on the street and urban landscapes. So I'm super excited to see what Levi gets on his Vietnam excursion, and I'll definitely be over to visit him very soon, so expect some Asia vlogs from me really soon. So I shot with Levi for the last time right before he left, and just to say goodbye to him and have kind of one last session before we both parted ways. Levi's like a really good buddy of mine that I shoot photos with all the time, so we decided to just go downtown and shoot around and kind of do what we always do. I decided to shoot an entire roll of film in that session. I had never done it before, so I'm going to show you some of the shots that I got today, and some of them I like, some of them I don't like, and yeah, we'll just get right into it. First shot I'm going to show you is one of those shots where I always start out taking a photo that I just don't really care about. The first photo I take when I go and shoot, you know, street photography, or when I go shoot for a couple hours, is always a shot that is kind of like a throwaway shot. So this first shot was kind of that picture for me. I just wanted to set my exposure and make sure the film was loaded properly and everything like that. I actually lost 2 photos because I opened the camera, exposed the roll of film to light for the first 2 frames to make sure that it was loaded correctly, and then I closed it and then just kept shooting. So 2 shots out of the 24 shots that I got out of this roll were gone, and that's okay. Like I said, I was just trying to experiment and shoot one entire roll in one session. So I shot Kodak Gold 200. I metered it at 160, and I shot it with my dad's Canonet QL17 G3. So I really don't like the first photo. Like I said, it's the first photo I take when I go out and shoot is usually a throwaway shot, and I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way, but this was kind of that throwaway shot for me. The next photo I really like. It's a candid photo of Levi, so I just wanted to capture him. He was talking to another buddy of his that joined us on the photo walk. I just wanted to get a photo of Levi talking to him and kind of his natural personality, so I got a shot of Levi talking to his buddy and just kind of being him. And then the next shot is one of my favorite bridges in Minneapolis. We went down by the Stone Arch area in Minneapolis. If you've shot in Minnesota or Minneapolis, St. Paul area, you probably know about the Stone Arch, you know, area. It's a super popular area to take photographs, and we, you know, oftentimes me and my buddies will meet up down there and then walk into downtown and go and shoot street photography and stuff like that. So this bridge is one of my favorite bridges. It's the 3rd Avenue Bridge. It's right next to the Stone Arch Bridge, so it doesn't get a lot of love. It looks a lot more run down than the Stone Arch Bridge does, but I love the shapes and the style of architecture in this bridge. It looks super minimal to me, and I really like how, you know, when you're close to the bridge, you can get a reflection of those shapes. Definitely wanted to get a frame of it, and yeah, I actually really like this one personally. But so the next shot, I just wanted to get a picture of the apartments that are right next to the Stone Arch Park area, and I really liked the brown brick on the building contrasted with the kind of bright blue and the bright green in the grass and in the sky. I absolutely love this flare that came through the lens. So the sun was kind of at a 45-degree angle to the left of me, and I didn't think that I was gonna get a lot of flares with this specific shot, but I'm honestly really glad that I got it. I like how the sidewalk is one angle and the light flare is another angle. Kind of pushes you through the composition and pushes your eye through that entire scene. You almost like walk the sidewalk with your eyes, and I really like how this one came out, honestly. So the next one is my absolute favorite photo I took on this roll of Kodak Gold, and this is a photo of Levi himself. I wanted to get a portrait of him just so I could remember him forever and remember all the amazing times that we've had and all the photo excursions that we've had. We've come across a lot of interesting people on the street taking photos of them. This is my favorite photo for obvious reasons. I also like how the fence is the same shade of black as his hat and his t-shirt, and I like how that is juxtaposed to the kind of yellows, and it's kind of like monochromatic on one side and then super colorful on the other side. And of course Levi's skin and the sky are the most colorful and saturated things, so my eyes immediately drawn to Levi, which is exactly what I wanted to do with this photo. So leave a comment down below if you guys think I was successful in that or not. If not, all good. I love criticism, and it honestly just makes me better. So the next photo is my second favorite photo on this entire roll, and it's a photo of my buddy Max. So for some reason, when I shoot rolls of film, I always fill them with pictures of my friends and people that I care about, and I don't know why. I'm always just inclined to capture people on film because it's not something that people do very often. In the digital world and the instant gratification generation, there's not a lot of people that take film photos compared to the amount of people that take digital photos. So I always like to try to give somebody a physical photo of themselves. I try to give them the negative if I can as well. If they don't want the negative and they don't think that they can, store it properly, then I'll probably just keep it for a while, and they're okay with that most of the time. But I don't know, I love creating something in the physical form and then giving it to somebody. The reaction people get when you show them a film photo of themselves versus a digital photo of themselves, it's a completely different reaction. It's so much more meaningful to them. So I always try to capture pictures of my friends, and this is my friend Max. So Max also has his own Instagram as well, and he just got a Mamiya RZ67 medium format camera. So follow him down below. I'll link him down below. Follow his Instagram, and he's gonna start posting a bunch of film photography stuff. Me and him are actually gonna collaborate on a video very soon doing some medium format photography, so look out for that. So this next photo also didn't come out as well as I wanted it to, and it might have been because I overexposed the film and I shot it at I metered at 160 when I developed it at 200. So I saw this plane flying in the air and flying next to the building and leaving this contrail, and I wanted to capture that as best as I could. So I tried to capture it, but really what I think happened is the contrail line is not as visible as I wanted it to be because I overexposed this shot a little bit too much, and the contrast got lost a little bit because of that. So in the future, I'll probably try to pay attention to that more, but I'm learning more and more about how film takes in light and takes in exposures and how it looks in the end when you make all your settings and then you shoot a photo. Knowing how it's going to look before you develop it is something that I feel like is developed over time, and I'm still trying to develop that myself. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate it. To all the new subscribers that I just got from my last video, my name is Tyler. I go by First Hand Account online. I have 3 Instagram accounts, one black and white, one street photography, and then my main photography page. I make videos about street photography and getting way more into film photography. I have a bunch of film photography videos lined up for you guys, so I'm super excited to get into that. But other than that, thank you so much for supporting me. Thanks for liking and subscribing and commenting, and yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.